feel as though the issue it seems to come up all the time? It's an obvious one, your faith. Do you feel that because that it's always come up? Do you think that's sort of kind of like a testament to the kind of intrigue that people have in it? Like they'll carry on asking questions, and it's like they're forever interested in it. You know what I mean?
I hope they stay that way.
Yeah.
I feel like that our band and my bands and our music and the whole thing is a ministry, you know? And I feel like when people are asking, at least it's opening the doors, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if we're asking, maybe if they're asking, maybe we can have an opportunity to talk to them, you know?
Yeah.
So that intrigue, I think, is divine, really, you know? I don't think the intrigue is put in place by us or put in place because we look a certain way or act a certain way, but I feel like maybe the intrigue is put there by the Spirit of God in order for us to be able to have like conversations with people based on faith. So.
Do you think a lot of intrigue comes from people wanting to know where you stand with a Christian view in your the genres you're in?
Yeah, I think people look for us to have a shocking Christian view.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, a bit of a shocking view, and I, you know, I'll go on camera and say that I'm probably a little more liberal than a lot of people. You know, I don't think I'm theologically liberal, but I think I'm liberal in life because I think you should be able to live your life. And that's not saying you should go out and do heroin and buy a hooker and cheat on your wife, but I don't think it's wrong to have a few beers, and I don't think it's wrong to say shit when you stub your toe. Those are things that I don't think are wrong. You know what I mean? They might be wrong for some people. You know, I'm not gonna go out to a bar in front of a bunch of kids who look up to the band and drink 3 or 4 pints of beer and eat chips on the way home and be an idiot. I wouldn't do that. There's a time and a place, you know what I'm saying? So I think some people would look at us and go, you're liberal people. You know, but I think they're looking for, a lot of people are looking for a bit of a shocker. And it just isn't.
I think that's where the constantness of this issue of your faith and stuff, that's because that they're not getting what they want. It's almost like people want to, like you're saying, they want to hear that kind of thing, that strong view. So
people I think as far, at least I can speak for American Christianity, has become a bit of a club and a bit of a, you know, like you need to like dress a certain way and look a certain way and sort of be a certain way to be involved, and that I think that's directly opposite of what Jesus taught. You know, Jesus said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, Jesus never built a church. Jesus never built a youth center. He never built a special, beautiful building with glass windows. You know what Jesus built? He built a community. That's what he did. When he left, he said, go and teach my people. Love me and love my people. When he ascended into heaven, that's what he told his disciples. He didn't say, you go start a Lutheran church, you go start a Baptist church, you go start this kind of church, and make sure you dress this way and eat this and do this. He never said that.
Do you think that's changing in America, or?
I think there's a weird movement in America of like, we call them seeker-friendly churches. So there's just churches that spend all this money on like coffee bars and you know, dope Porsche vans with the singer's got tattoos or something, you know. Tons of stuff like that does go on in America, and I don't think that's wrong. I don't. But I think there's this influx of people trying to maybe casualize God, which I don't know if it's good or not either, you know? I mean, we're never gonna know how to absolutely get it right. You know, we could follow the Bible. We follow the Bible, and I believe it's perfect truth, and we do what we can do, but how are you ever gonna know if you got it right? You're not. You just try. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you can achieve Christianity. You'll never achieve it, capture it, and grab it, hold on to it, and wear it around your neck is part of the thing. I think it's a lifelong thing. You're fighting and digging and dragging. That's what it is.
A massive fan of yours, Alex Workman, has got a question to ask you, which is, as a Christian band, how do you find time for God during like a busy tour or whilst with the band?
It's hard. It's really hard. Sometimes you don't find time for God, which is totally screwed up. But I'm an honest person, and I believe in living in a fishbowl, you know. And you try to have chats with each other. We had a long chat today about like science versus creationism. You know, like walking back from Nando's earlier. There's, you know, it's hard. It's something that's really hard. In America, we have tour pastors that sometimes will come out and
Good joke.
Really?
Tour pastors.
Tour pastors. That's a ministry in America. There's a few guys in America who travel with bands and like lead Bible studies and stuff.
Really?
I have one friend who actually owns a tattoo shop, and he's the pastor of a church. He's been out with us before. He's been to the studio with us,
Has it
recording.
been helpful?
yeah, it's cool. We don't do it half as much as we should. We should do it a lot more, you know. But you get kind of taken away by like just the mundaneness of life on tour. People think tour is all like partying, and it just isn't. You know, you wake up at 11 in the morning, you drink coffee, take a crap, you walk around, you find lunch, you come back, you sound check, you sit on your computer and chat with your wife, you go on stage, you have a beer or two, eat some dinner, and then you go to bed. That's what tour is every single day. Do you know what I mean? So the mundaneness gets you a bit. When you're in another country, you try to find time in the afternoon to go out and see some stuff. But we've been to London so many times, what are we going to go see? You know what I mean? This to me is just like being in New York. It's the same thing. I've been here enough to where, you know, I know that sounds conceited, but it's true. We've been here a whole lot. So that's the hard part about being open to God, is you just get stuck in this routine of just like eat, sleep, poop, play, eat, sleep, poop, play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't put that on the Mars bar.
No.
That's because it
Looks like a drink.
Yeah.
You get sent spending money.
Sometimes we get it's called a per diem. Most bands get it. It's like kind of just food money. At least we don't get like enough money to go out and buy like, you know, go to Topshop and blow a check, but we do have enough money to eat and stuff.
Topshop's quite cheap these days, so.
It is.
It is. Have you ever been to Primark? Primark.
Primark.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like budget clothes, probably made by little Indian kids, that kind of thing.
Same thing as like Uniqlo or like H&M?
Like the
Yeah,
cheapest
cheaper
clothes
than
you could
H&M.
buy.
No.
It's not bad. I got these jeans from Primark, so well.
Never been there.
Yeah.
I like to wear stuff that's made in country, but it's expensive and hard to do.
In country.
In country. Like
So you travel to Malaysia a lot?
No, I don't. I like to wear stuff that's made in country, but I don't. You know, American Apparel, I like a lot. Some of that stuff, but there's all kind of scandal with the owner of that company. People say, so I don't even. Who knows? It's so hard to. Free trade clothing is really hard to find. Someone needs to come up with an idea. If you're watching this and you're the next fashion mogul, someone needs to come up with an idea of free trade denim. That'd be great. You know, I have had things manufactured for myself, like custom drum kits and stuff outside of America. But we always go check that. You always go make sure the warehouse has free trade for their employees and everyone gets paid, because you know, that's the whole thing. It is cheaper to manufacture out east. You know, we did like 100 like signature kits, third shirts. We did them through a factory in Taiwan. You know, we made sure they were all like, each worker made like loads of money, and there was all free trade, and everyone was.
Do you think they just got paid more because you were?
No. This is a free trade warehouse. There's a couple of them. If you look.
I imagine if it's truth, then I'm sure.
Yeah, you have to make sure. I mean, there is those places out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.